Hello everyone, this is iKonakona, and here I'm playing as a soldier on King of the Hill Harvest. Still a very fun map to play soldier because I get to rocket jump a lot. Now I've got a lot of questions about rocket jumping and what's the best way to rocket jump and what's the best loadout and all that stuff. And well, personally, because I'm a player that likes to rocket jump, I like the default loadout with the equalizer. The default loadout is pretty good. You have the regular standard rocket launcher with 4 shots. You have the shotgun with 6 shots, because I miss a lot with a shotgun, so it's nice to have those 6 shots. As well as the equalizer that allows you to get away and retreat when you have to. Let's say if you're really low on health, the equalizer will get you out of those tight situations really, really quickly. Now you may be wondering, why do I like rocket jumping so much with the soldier? Well, it's because rocket jumping makes up for 2 of the biggest weaknesses of the soldier class. Now, as a soldier, because your rockets travel slowly, now there are exceptions to this like the direct hit and the Liberty launcher, which fire rockets a lot faster, but because of how slow the default rocket launcher is, how slow those rockets are, it's very difficult to get direct hits with this weapon, and so you really want a height advantage. You want to be able to use that blast damage from when the rockets explode and hit the ground to damage your enemies. It's very difficult to get a direct hit unless you're pretty much point blank range, almost like this. They're not paying attention, but kind of like this, where they're just like point blank range. You may be able to go for them directly, but the soldier works best when you're aiming for their feet and you get them with the blast damages. So that's why maintaining a height advantage over your enemy is very important as a soldier. Now, the other reason I like to play soldier is because the soldier is a pretty slow class. It's not the slowest class in the game. The heavy is still the slowest class in the game, but the soldier is pretty darn slow. And to make up for that, I try to rocket jump, horizontally or laterally. I'm still working on this, and actually what I try to do is I try to go on jump servers sometimes, and spy. But yeah, I like to go on jump servers sometimes and practice rocket jumping. Those jump servers, they have a lot of different little challenges, almost like little mini games, to test how well you can rocket jump. There are things like how high you can rocket jump, if you can rocket jump up walls, because there's actually a way to rocket jump up walls. And you can test how well you can rocket jump horizontally. Now, if you're just starting to learn how to rocket jump, what I recommend is that you start off just rocket jumping with the spacebar. There's actually ways of rocket jumping very, very high if you combine the spacebar with crouch and all that fancy stuff. But if you're just starting off, I just recommend use the spacebar only. It's going to simplify a lot of things, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to rocket jump. And my rule of thumb is that all you have to do is look down at the ground and press the fire button and the spacebar at the same time. It's that simple. And if you want to get a little bit more advanced, oh, he's a spy. Obvious spy, by the way. He just died right in front of me. If you want to get a little bit more advanced, you introduce the crouch key, because when you crouch jump, in other words, you're crouching and you're jumping at the exact same time pretty much, you will jump a lot higher. And in some situations that may be useful, but I found that in most public matches you don't really need to use that. I mean, I use it by default just because I'm kind of trained to, and here I'm on the point 3 health and I'm getting a little bit worried because we have no medic, but I think we'll get a medic later on. Yeah, crouch jumping, I don't use it too much in an actual match unless I absolutely have to get away really, really quickly, or I know a route where I absolutely have to jump the highest possible. Then I will use a crouch jump. But I usually just try to use a space jump because it's a lot easier, and I know I can consistently do that. Like this, coming up here. By the way, great spot. All it takes is a space jump to do this. And so I don't really need to crouch jump to do this. If I crouch jump and I jump too high, I'm spending a lot of time in the air. And even though that sometimes may be good, it's unnecessary time in the air because I want to land and start firing again. And sometimes it can be difficult to try and hit people when you're floating up in the air. It's hard to get some good shots from the air sometimes. Now, luckily in this match, Prof. Snape and I are on the same team, and that's good because we actually like using mics. We're heavy users of the mic, and we use it to call out where enemies are, especially spies, because spies can be tricky to spot sometimes. And so you'll notice here, I'm trying to listen to see if he spots the spy, because usually it's very difficult for an engineer to take care of a spy by himself. And so that's why he has teammates like me, where I can finish him off. Now here, oh man. This is such a fail right here. I'm trying to hide from them and Such a fail. I was trying to be all sneaky and trying to stay on the roof and trying to hide, but nope, that didn't work, and I killed myself. So yeah, next life I get ambushed by this pyro, and that pyro, I thought it was a spy just because he didn't blow me out. And I know sometimes if I don't play pyro a lot, I do sometimes forget that I can blow people out when they're on fire. And yeah, so he probably just didn't see me or just forgot or something like that. So that's cool though, but I really thought that guy was a spy. Now there, I got taken out by a sniper, and that's one of the things you have to watch out for on this map. There are snipers. Snipers love to use those windows on the right as well as that shack that I got shot from the left. Here, by the way, I don't know why, I'm not getting any kills. I'm doing so much damage to all those guys and they're so close together, I'm not getting any kills. But yeah, snipers are pretty tricky to deal with on this map just because even though they are, this is a small map and supposedly they are close, they still got a range advantage over you, and as a soldier with these slow moving rockets, you can't really do anything about them, and so you just kind of have to just avoid them as much as possible. Now here, random crit twice. Yeah, twice. I love random crits, especially when I get them. By the way, here, Prof Snape is running, and I really think that's a spy, so I like shoot all my rockets at him, and then I'll realize, oh, that's the legit Prof Snape. The thing is, like, if I spot someone who's running a lot and that's all they're doing, I start shooting. I think it's a spy, and because usually spies, they can't change the weapon that they have when they're a spy in their disguise. Usually, now I say that usually because there is a way to actually switch your weapon while you're disguised, but usually spies will not change their weapon when they're disguised. And so, also, you notice that one of the reasons why I'm twitching my Q key a lot, in other words, I'm switching to my previous weapon a lot, is well, that's a spy. The reason I switch my weapon a lot is because I'm letting my team know that I am legit. Once they look at me and they see that I'm actually doing something other than running, I'm switching my weapon, or I'm reloading, or I'm firing, or something like that, I'm constantly doing something, I will let my team know that I am legit and they don't have to worry about me. If I see one of my teammates that are they're not doing anything except running, I get really suspicious and it wastes my time sometimes when I think they're a spy. So yeah. Now I get a pretty good kill streak here, and now they're actually on the point. I try to rocket jump here. Again, I'm trying to get a height advantage over them. I do manage to take out one, but now I'm down to 2 health because, again, I accidentally hit myself. So they end up capturing the point, but luckily we're right here. I get popped crits, but the point is clear. Don't you just hate it when that happens, where you're like, alright medic, we're ready to go. You have Uber, you have crits, let's go. And the point is clear. That's alright, we'd win anyway. So now you guys know why I love the default rocket launcher so much, because I love rocket jumping. Now, what is your guys' favorite soldier loadout? Maybe your favorite launcher, your favorite shotgun, even if you use a shotgun, maybe you use the buff banner or something like that. Let me know in the comments below. If you're new around here and you enjoyed it, you can click on that yellow button and subscribe to me. Also, 2 videos you may have missed. On the left, some Dead Ringer Spy on Barn Blitz, and on the right, my continuation of the Battlefield 3 campaign, Thunder Run. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.